So real quickly, one of the common questions we get is, why is my website not ranking well? I get a bad site score. My site needs to be optimized and all these kinds of things. So first of all, I think these on-page SEO tools and all these things are awesome. There's some great ones that really help you figure out some things that can be helpful to your website. But I also think that a lot of them, we just have to think, what is the purpose of them giving away a free site optimization? And that's so that they can hire you. If you go to Matt Cutts, Cutts, Matt Cutts blog, Matt is one of the big cheeses at Google. He talks a lot about SEO. And one of the things that's really funny is he talks about all the emails he gets where companies tell him that they can help his company, Google.com, or his website, Google.com, rank better on the search engines. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. So I wanted to look at these. Here's on-page SEO tool. I looked up Googled SEO score website. And so here's a couple things. One of them, on-page SEO tool. Trulia.com, 41%. Yeah, they need to fix all these things about their website, according to these guys. Then we go over here to Woo rank. Well, Woo likes Trulia better. They gave them an 81.8. They've got all these errors and things to improve, and they've got all kinds of tips and stuff for Trulia. Interestingly, Trulia is a lot bigger than pretty big company. A lot of times what I'll do to evaluate these tools is I'll put in something like Trulia on there. So if they get an 81.8 on this site and they get a 41 on this, I'm going to say I don't value this site, because to me Trulia is, in their market, they're 90 or something like that. Sometimes you can put apple.com in here and it's fascinating to see how poorly they rank. Here's another one, SEO site checkup.com. They give Trulia a 65 out of 100. And then here's all these, problems and red flags, and it's terrible and all this stuff. So I think if you have a real estate website and your scores aren't coming across the way that you think they should, I would look at some of these things. One last comment about this is, we also get a lot of clients that'll say, hey, I got this big list of things on my site. These all need to be changed. What can you guys do? How much are you going to charge me to fix this? Or I bought a theme from you, or I bought a website from you. Yeah, as you can see, some of these things are just kind of inherent in here. Probably the odds of anybody getting 100 is really low. But there's also really a point of diminishing returns. I think there are some things, and I would admit on our sites and probably on most sites, where we can go in and we could whack out 2 or 3 big things and help the site out a lot. But many times there's just a point where, it's going to cost you hundreds or thousands of dollars to get these tweaks done on your website. And they're really not going to have that much of an impact. I just looked at a client today who ranks for his city, kind of a famous city in Colorado. So it's his city, real estate. When you type that in Google, the name of the city and then the word real estate, he ranks on the first page. He's about number 3 or 4. I'm trying to figure out, he's got a site that's kind of old, and he's contacted us to do some upgrades on it. He has a good domain name. It has the name of the city and something about real estate in the domain name. So I thought that was a good thing. Then I went back and looked at all the stuff on his website. And what he really had is that he's a consistent blogger. So I would suggest that if you're going to spend $1,000 or $700 or all day trying to tweak your, maybe you spend 5 hours a day, 20 hours, 20 days a month, that's 100 hours. I would spend that time writing blog posts, and you're going to rank a lot better than doing all these minuscule tweaks. You got to have your site to a good point where it works okay, but content marketing is going to drive more traffic than all these tweaks.